The Little Red Lesson, Quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong, is a collection of quotes and thoughts collected from the speeches and writings of Mao Zedong, the Chinese political leader, published from 1964 to 1976. The Little Red Lesson is an essential part of the culture of the Cultural Revolution in China, and was considered a sacred text and a precious gift for everyone in China during that period. Millions of copies of the book were distributed in China, and people were required to carry it, read it, and treat it with all respect and reverence. The book contains a collection of quotes covering a wide range of topics including communist revolution, popular democracy, general warfare, culture, and political leadership. The book aims to guide and mobilize people in China to support the Cultural Revolution and apply Mao Zedong thought in their daily lives. The Little Red Lesson is considered a tool for political framing and influencing thought and behavior in China during that period. However, its use declined after the death of Mao Zedong in 1976 and the end of the Cultural Revolution, as its importance and status in China's political and social life were reduced. The Little Red Book gained immense popularity and influence during the Cultural Revolution in China, which took place from 1966 to 1976. It was seen as a tool to promote Mao Zedong's ideology and maintain his cult of personality. The book was considered a symbol of loyalty to Mao and the Communist Party. One of the key features of the book is its portability and accessibility. It was designed to be small and easily carried, allowing people to have it with them at all times. This made it convenient for individuals to study and memorize the quotations, fostering a deep connection to Mao's teachings. The content of the book consists of selected quotes from Mao's speeches, writings, and political statements. These quotes encapsulate his revolutionary ideas, Marxist-Leninist principles, and his vision for the future of China. They cover a wide range of topics, including class struggle, revolutionary warfare, ideological purity, and the importance of the masses in the revolution. During the Cultural Revolution, the Little Red Book became a central part of daily life in China. It was studied in schools, workplaces, and even homes. People would gather in study sessions to discuss and interpret the quotations, and Mao's sayings were recited in political meetings and public gatherings. The book had a profound impact on Chinese society at the time. It played a role in shaping political discourse, influencing policies, and shaping the behavior and thinking of the masses. It was used as a tool for political indoctrination and maintaining ideological conformity. However, after the Cultural Revolution ended and Deng Xiaoping came to power in 1978, the influence of the Little Red Book declined significantly. The focus shifted towards economic reforms and a more pragmatic approach to governance, distancing the country from the radicalism of the Cultural Revolution era. The book lost its prominence, and its distribution and study were no longer actively promoted by the government. Today, while the Little Red Book is no longer a central part of Chinese society, it remains a significant artifact of a tumultuous period in China's history. It serves as a reminder of the ideological fervor and political upheaval of that time, and its impact on the Chinese people and the nation as a whole, certainly. Here are some additional details about the Little Red Book: Organization. The book is divided into several sections, covering topics such as class struggle, the role of the Communist Party, revolutionary warfare, socialist construction, and cultural revolution. Each section contains a series of quotations that are meant to encapsulate Mao's teachings on the respective subjects. Cultural Revolution propaganda. The distribution and study of the Little Red Book were heavily promoted during the Cultural Revolution as a means to promote Mao's ideology and consolidate his power. It was seen as a tool to mobilize the masses, instill revolutionary fervor, and maintain ideological purity. International impact. The Little Red Book gained attention outside of China and became a symbol of support for Maoism and the Chinese Communist Party in various leftist movements around the world. It was translated into numerous languages and distributed among leftist groups, students, and activists. Quotations and slogans. The book contains concise and memorable slogans and quotes that were designed to be easily understood and repeated by the masses. These slogans, such as "Serve the People" and "Dare to Struggle, Dare to Win," became rallying cries for the Communist Party and were widely used during political campaigns and mass mobilizations. Cultural artifact. Beyond its political significance, the Little Red Book became an iconic cultural artifact of the era. Its red cover, with the image of Mao Zedong and the title in gold characters, became instantly recognizable. People would carry it with them as a symbol of their loyalty to Mao and the Communist Party. Criticism and controversy. While the book was revered by Mao's supporters, it also faced criticism and controversy. Some intellectuals and party members saw it as promoting blind obedience and stifling critical thinking. During the later years of the Cultural Revolution, there were instances of misuse and abuse of power by those who used the book as a means of political control. Decline in influence. Following Mao's death in 1976 and the subsequent end of the Cultural Revolution, the influence of the Little Red Book waned. The political and economic reforms initiated by Deng Xiaoping shifted the focus away from Maoism and towards a more pragmatic approach. The book's prominence and distribution declined, and it gradually faded from the public consciousness. Today, the Little Red Book is primarily seen as a historical artifact, representing an intense period of political and social upheaval in China. It serves as a reminder of the influence of Mao Zedong and the lasting impact of the Cultural Revolution on Chinese society, certainly. Here are some additional details about the Little Red Book: Cultural Revolution rituals. The book played a central role in the rituals and practices of the Cultural Revolution. It was common for individuals to carry the book with them at all times, often placed in a red pocket or worn around the neck. People would recite passages from the book during political rallies, study sessions, and even in everyday conversations. Red Guards and the Little Red Book. The Red Guards, the militant student groups that emerged during the Cultural Revolution, heavily embraced the Little Red Book. They considered it their revolutionary Bible and carried it as a symbol of their loyalty to Mao. Red Guards would wear the book around their necks or attach it to their clothing as they engaged in their activities. Quotations as moral guidance. The quotations from Mao's writings were not only seen as political teachings but also as moral guidance. They were believed to offer insights into personal conduct, interpersonal relationships, and ethical values. People would often turn to the book for guidance on how to be a good revolutionary and a model citizen. Impact on education. During the Cultural Revolution, the study of the Little Red Book became a central part of education in China. Schools incorporated the book into their curriculum, and students were expected to memorize and recite passages. The book's influence extended beyond political education and permeated various subjects, including literature, history, and even science. Collecting different editions. As the popularity of the Little Red Book grew, different editions and versions of the book were published. Some editions featured additional commentary and annotations, while others included updated quotations. Collecting different editions of the book became a popular hobby, and some editions became valuable collector's items. Influence in art and culture. The Little Red Book had a significant impact on art, literature, and popular culture during the Cultural Revolution. Many artistic works, such as posters, paintings, and sculptures, depicted scenes of people holding or reading the book. Songs, plays, and films also incorporated references to the book and its teachings. Legacy and symbolism. Despite its decline in influence after the Cultural Revolution, the Little Red Book remains a potent symbol of Mao Zedong's era. It represents an intense period of political ideology, fervor, and social upheaval in China's history. It is often referenced in discussions and academic studies of the Cultural Revolution and its impact on Chinese society. These additional details provide further insight into the cultural, educational, and artistic significance of the Little Red Book during the Cultural Revolution and its lasting impact on Chinese society.